Welcome to Chop Shop Racing, where every green flag starts a fight. Side by side, lap after lap, nothing is given. Every position is earned. Speed, pressure, patience, and control. And when things get wild, you keep digging. From oval battles to dirt, road, trucks, Xfinity, Cup, and GT3, there's a place for every racer ready to prove it. Join Chop Shop Racing today. Get in, get after it, and get racing. Welcome to Chop Shop Racing, where every green flag starts a fight. Side by side, lap after lap, nothing is given. Every position is earned. Speed, pressure, patience, and control. And when things get wild, you keep digging. From oval battles to dirt, road, trucks,
Oh man, is this going to be exciting? I'll tell you what, man. We jumped onto the time machine and we shot back to July 4th. I know it just passed us in real life, but hey, in virtual world, it's July 4th, 1987. This is going to be exciting. A lot of guys out here, great looking paint schemes from that era. This is going to be awesome.
Indeed it is, John. But tonight is also all about one thing: survival. Because here in Daytona and the big sister Talladega, it's not if, but when and where the big one's going to strike. So we got to be watching for calamity all night tonight as well, and having a friend is going to help you tonight as well.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Bollinger. That's great insight on exactly what can occur tonight. We're at Legacy Daytona. This is not your prototypical Daytona where everybody's used to these soft surfaces. We're watching the 27 Kodiak car right now on his qualifying lap, and he's bumping, hitting the ground, shooting off these bumps. This is the type of driving we're going to see this evening. These guys are going to be all up on the wheel, every inch of every part of this track.
Something to note here too, Striker, is that not only do we have grandstands on the front stretch, we got grandstands down the back stretch as well, which is something that these drivers need to be known for, because that could really help us up aero as well.
Absolutely right, Bollinger. I'm enjoying watching this 27 car go down. Let's see. As of right now, Mr. Jason Day is currently your pole sitter. Mr. Retchen out there. We have a lot of Chop Shop regulars, some OGs in the Chop Shop, as well as a lot of new guys out for this series this week. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is definitely something I've been interested in.
I got to tell you, Striker, it is going to be exciting, but let me tell you some quick facts here. Half of these drivers, I'm willing to bet, weren't even born in 1987. These guys are going to get in here. They are sitting here driving on a track that they're not used to. They're used to the brand new Daytona and the the next gen car. They're jumping back in time, running with these older guys, and this is gonna be crazy. There's bumps. They're gonna think they can do the same thing as they do in that next gen car. This is gonna be some exciting racing, especially with the spread of iRating in here. We got guys that are 7,000. We got guys down in triple digits. So everyone's gonna have to do patience, like Bollinger said.
Absolutely. We are winding down in our qualifying. They got about a minute left. What we're going to do is we're going to pause real quick, go to our national anthem, come back and watch these guys grid up. Man, this is going to be exciting. Extra insight that we're waiting for these guys to grid up here real quick. While we're waiting for grid, I'm going to have John and Michael give us specifics of these drivers and their driving spots. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, we got, he's pulling up this grid here. I got the grid up right here. We got Kale here in the number 29. He got the pole here on a 44.428. What a great pole there. And then we got on the outside row there, we got number 83, Greg John. On the inside, second row, we got Brian Rayburn. The 15 car, Anthony Crown over on the outside in fourth. Michael Mata on the 16 car on the inside. Then we got Jason Day in the sixth spot on the outside. Bollinger, go ahead with 7 through 12.
Rolling off in row number 4. In the number 11, Michael Coulter Jr. to his outside. The number 3 of John Seabreeze. Row number 5, and right out your top 10 will be Chop Shop regulars. In the 33, Mark Gretchen. In the 18 of Nathan Big Art. Rolling off. Row number 6. In, rounding out your top 12. On the inside, the 84 of Johnny Hambray. And the number 6 of Ty Maestro.
All right, I'll go ahead and pick it up from there. We got Brandon Zimmerman rounding out the top 13. Austin Stampier, number 14. Donnell Williams, one of the Chop Shop OGs. Starting in 15th spot, Tony Lane, just coming back to Chop Shop after a hiatus. Said we've got a lot of high hopes for Mr. Tony Lane. Let's see what he does. He's rounding out the top 16. Austin Knight, a newcomer, starting out 17th. Carl Fitz, number 18th. On the outside, we got Robert, the Beaver Church, coming in 19th. Brad Dove, the infamous Brad Dove, 20, rounding out the 20th place. These guys are about to start pulling out here.
I'll finish it off here. We got in 21st spot, the car number 21, Tony Sanders. Then we come out there in the 22nd spot, there's Clint Hackett. We got Pat Green in the number 90, starting in 23rd. We got the Aussie from down under, Michael Caffrey in the 77. He's starting in the back. That's interesting in the 24th spot. We got Jesse Adair in the 25th spot, car 43. The 14, Jerry Culver. He's starting in the 26th spot. He's looking for that hard charger. He's infamous for that hard charger. And then we got Jorge Ricon, I believe is how it's pronounced. It's the car 75 in the Valvoline, starting in 27th. We got Dean Brewer in the 67. He is starting in the 28th. And bringing up the back, number 4, Brandon Martins in the 29.
We got two guys that actually started in the pits. For a lot of guys that don't realize when you're watching these races and you see some of these drivers start in the pits, what's their thought process behind that? Well, it's because you've never raced Daytona and iRacing before, and you don't have any fast repairs. This is going to be a gauntlet. You want to make sure that you survive the onslaught, the early onslaught. And the leader is going down into the corner. We have the pace car with the lights off. We're going to be going green here just in a minute. We want to go ahead and watch him come down. Any last minute input before this race starts, fellas?
No, it's just sorry, Bollinger. Yeah, it's just going to be a one crazy race here. These guys are going to get ready to go green here. When this pace car ducks in, it is anybody's race. The last place guy could win this race tonight. This is just avoid and survive, and you will be there.
And yes, indeed, that is right, John. As Barney has the green flag folded in his hand, he's ready to send him down to the green as we are underway in Daytona. The Chop Shop Nationals is going green for the first time at Daytona.
We got Cale Spicer taking the lead. Early lead. Him and Greg, car number 83, out in the front row. Should be smart. They're probably going to just get lined up. That's exactly what they're doing. We got a OG Brian Rayburn coming down in the bottom. Oh, looks like Cale's going to be dropping down in the back. That's another strategy most of these veteran drivers like, especially when they know they don't have a fast repair. They're going to drop to the back, save and conserve a car. They got limited tires. Their pit crew is not the greatest. It's going to take them a little while to get that car fixed. So the smart drivers, they usually drop to the back and find a place to just ride.
And yeah, we had an incident with Dean Brewer in the number 4 as well, coming out of turn 2. Dean Brewer, the 67, before they got into it, Dean Brewer goes around. The 4 is able to keep it under him. He goes into the wall.
No flag. No flag. It's still live. Still live. Dean Brewer saved it. It was on the inside. No caution.
Everybody seems to be finding their spot here, just kind of getting in a groove. This is a long race. This is 100 laps. They're going to be cruising here for a little bit. As this race progresses, it will ratchet up quick. Right now, we do have a guy up in the wall in the 71. Oh, we resaved it. But these guys are going to be banging and banging all night long.
I'm going to jump back here.
We got someone out going through pit road.
Tony Lane looks like he went off the track. Let's see what happened to Tony Lane. Oh my goodness, out of control. Through the pits, into the grass, spins it, no caution. Absolutely great driving by Tony Lane to save that. That was wonderful. Still no caution. Let's go back to the leaders. Let's look what they're doing. Top 3 guys have lined up. The smart guys. Looks like it's going to be Crown over John Craig and Jason Day. All lined up. 1, 2, 3. Ford, and Pontiac. Everybody else.
Manufacturers, Striker, it's going to be interesting to watch how, when it comes to green flag pit stops, how these guys are going to react. Are you going to pit with your manufacturer groups? You're going to pit with your friends? How's green flag pit stops going to play out? Because they will take forever, unlike how we see nowadays, where they in and out like 10 seconds.
The battle up here for first place, or second place. We got Jason Day ducking underneath here, trying to stay pace with the Crown over taking the lead there.
Jumped inside the cockpit of Jason Day. You can see what he's doing. He's got a big run coming into turn 3. Is he going to take the run? No, he plays it smart. He backs it off. He's going to let Anthony Crownover take the lead, guide him around the corner. He ducks right under, make sure that nose gets a little bit of air. He's looking good so far. He's conserving. He's definitely very strong. Oh, Day ducks underneath Crownover. Does look like he's going to make that pass. Crownover's got a little help on the high side. 83, John Craig. Michael Mott is down on the bottom.
Brian Rayburn is just sitting in the back here watching these guys battle out front. He is keeping his pace back. Oh, the number 3 is in the wall.
Number 3. Let's double check what's going on with Mr. Number 3. Oh.
He must have got some damage there. He's up on the high side. He's out of the groove. He's got 3 or 4 cars all up there underneath him. He is probably just trying to kind of get his bearings.
He looks all right. He actually looks all right. He's not struggling. He's bringing it down to the bottom. It gets a little squirrely up there on the top, even though it's probably the preferred lane to be at this Legacy Daytona, especially once the tires start to wear a little bit. You want to make sure that you travel, you move around, and you find that right groove. Where he's running right now is real bumpy. If you got a car that's struggling to handle, I don't think you want to be down there at the bottom. It's generally your gut instinct to go down to the safest location, and the bottom usually is that, but not at this track, John.
Oh, you're absolutely right. I mean, this is going to be a almost towards these long runs here, a single groove. They're going to be single file and looking for runs, and that's all it's going to be. You cannot run this bottom late in a run here, or you are going to be sliding up. The high side and the second and third lane up is the preferred line.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to jump in and get some in-car camera views on some of our webcam drivers this evening. We're going to jump over here to Tony Sanders. Let's jump into his car and see what Tony is doing. There's Tony Sanders, Mr. 21. He's riding in the back. He's playing it safe. You can see it on his face. He's calm, cool, and collective. Not worried about a single thing. Probably talking to his spotter right now, just saying, hey, I'm saving fuel and saving my car.
Oh, for sure. He's playing the long game here. He's not looking for anybody coming up. He's got his sponsorships already taken care of. He doesn't need all the flash and bang here. He is being smart. He's going to take his time and let these guys just pick themselves apart.
We're going to go pick up with Mr. Jason Day that's actually leading the race. And we're going to go inside his cockpit as well, just to give you an idea of what he's racing at home in comparison what he's actually looking like in the sim. Let's jump in his cockpit.
I'll tell you what, Crown over ain't giving up on this here. Now the 52, you might have been all up on him, but saying he's got the lead, but the Crown over is not letting this go away.
Nope, absolutely not. We're riding inside the cockpit of Jason Day. He's on that high side. Crownover's on the inside. Crownover's not giving him an inch, but they're driving respectful. Oh, Crownover seems to have the preferred lane. Jason Day just backed it off a little bit, making sure that his car stays clean, doesn't get in that dirty air, and starts to push up. We see Casebeer that you had mentioned earlier was up on the wall. He's up at third place already. So I told you that car didn't have damage. He still looks good.
Yeah. I'm looking back here, Striker. In the second pack here, you got drivers making some moves here, and then I told you, these tires, these guys are going to drive hard to start. You have to take care of these tires. I ran 10 laps earlier in the week here, and it was brutal after 10 laps. Let's see if these guys manage their tires.
The good part is we don't got to worry about rain, but we do got to worry about it being a cloudy track where the track temperature's coming in today at 113 degrees Fahrenheit as well, but the air temperature's coming in at 82 degrees with 69% humidity with 4 mile per hour wind as well.
We're riding along with Mr. Clint Hackett. He's currently streaming online on TikTok with all his followers out there.
He's making some moves.
Yeah, this is the guy that you all listening to. You can see him inside his cockpit and his little man dojo in there. He's definitely knocking it back. He's currently running in 28th spot. Oh,
and
no.
We're just talking to him.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
We just did the announcer jinx on Clint Hackett. Oh, nowhere to go.
No, caution. Unfortunately, nowhere to go with Clint Hackett. Here we go. We're going to show you exactly what occurred in just a split second.
All righty.
This is what actually happened for Clint right here. Oh, nowhere to go. Looks like Caffrey was up on the wall, came down. Mr. Clint Hackett, you heard that engine explode. Let's go inside his cockpit and let's actually see what poor Clint Hackett is seeing. You can see him off into the distance. He's already down. Oh, no, there was nothing he could do. Oh, my goodness, that's the worst way for it to actually occur. All right, so here we go. We're going back to the drive. All right, that's going to be the first caution of the race. Is that we going to have any takers in the pits? Let's see. Nobody seems to be coming in. A couple cars in the back. A couple cars seem to be coming back. Looks like the back half of the field's actually going to pit. Don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to take tires? It's fairly early. It's about 12 laps into a run. Most of these guys are going to feel the car start to dance a little bit. I mean, if I was me, I'd probably just take fuel just so I could ride around in the back and not have to pit later. So more than likely, that's probably what they're doing. Bollinger, what do you think? What are the guys doing back there?
It's hard to say because normally I like to try to pit under yellow if I can, but it's going to be a tough strategy call. Fuel can get you in and out faster, but if you stay out, you can take track position, but track position can be key. But this is going to be a tire eater because this is not normal Daytona.
Yeah,
if you look at it again, real quick at Clint Hackett, it's like wrong place, wrong time. He almost got around it, but that 77 just slid right down at the wrong time.
Yeah, well, that was a horrible accident for Clint. Clint's one of the local celebrities here at Chop Shop Racing. Everybody likes to see him watches him race. It's a gloomy day when Mr. Clint Hackett has to go to the pits and try to repair his car. All his fans, I could see them stand up on the stands and start walking out early into this race. Lap 12. Super unfortunate, but hey, he's got 20 more races throughout this season. He's going to be back. He's going to be one of the favorites here.
But it looks like I also see the hook coming out because it looks like a lot of smoke coming out from the hood of Clint Hackett. It looks like his day might be done early.
Yeah, Clint's pretty much done. We heard when he was involved in that accident that it wasn't going to fare well for him. You could hear it in his motor that it blew. All right, we're trying to get everybody lined back up. This is single file restarts. The pace car is just about to turn off the lights, signaling 1 to go. We got Mr. Michael Mata, Jonathan Casabir, Jason Day, Coulter, and John Gregg rounding up the top 5 in the standings. Beautiful looking cars, by the way. These cars should be authentic to the 80s and 90s era of the 87 iRacing stock car series. But, I mean, a lot of these cars were also painted by the infamous painter, Mr. Michael Coulter, driving the 17 car MCI paints. He's a huge proponent. Yeah, he's a huge proponent of these. He's a huge proponent of these actual cars out here. So if anybody ever needs a paint, that's the first person we probably will recommend. There's the 50 car done.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say it does look like Clint Hackett's day is done because it looks like he's now getting into the golf cart and just driving out of the tunnel into the... Looks like he's heading to the airport just off the backstretch to get out of here for the day.
Oh my goodness. There's been a delay. So there's one more lap. Evidently the race controller felt everybody wasn't lined up properly enough. So he's going to delay this start here by one lap. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick commercial break while we have that set up. And then we will come right on back.
Under the lights, where the pressure gets louder and every lap demands more. This is where patience meets aggression, where one move can change a season, where legends are not given a lane, they take it. Smoke in the air, sparks on the ground, engines screaming, drivers locked in. When the lights come on and the green flag drops, there's no hiding. You either make your move or you get left behind. This is where racers prove it. This is where champions are built. This is Chop Shop Racing.
And yes, he is, and he's also the voice of Chop Shop Weekly, as well as Mr. Jason Day. And then you got me behind the scenes of Chop Shop Weekly that helps make sure the show runs smooth. Yes, it is, and I believe it is a sim magic. I've seen it before, or at least I see it every Monday, I should say. And it looks like this is going to be an interesting restart. This is going to be a single file restart here too, Striker, and you can get the call in the start.
He going for it on the inside up here.
Jason Day trying to make the inside run work. But it looks like Jason Day also trying to get the 3 to go with him. The 3 trying to choose what line he wants to go to. Looks like the 3 is now committing to Michael Mead in the 16 right now. Yes, we did. We have a caution down the backstretch. I think Mark Correction was involved in that in the 33. Mark Gretchen actually did get a little bit of right front fender damage from going through the grass a little bit. Looks like that's a little crinkled. Looks like he'd be able to just get them out there, get it repaired, then get back out on the track.
Across every Chop Shop series, the fight is bigger than one race. Trucks, Cup, Xfinity, Road, Dirt, ARCA. Wins matter, podiums matter, clean racing matters. But complete drivers climb where everyone else stalls. Every 2 weeks, the rankings reset the noise. Names rise, names fall. Pressure finds the truth. From every active series, only the elite crack the Chop Shop pound-for-pound top 15. One question remains. Can you reach the top of Power Mountain?
Bristol lights up, and the trucks come alive. Door to door, bumper to bumper, they dive into the banking with nowhere to hide. The 15 leads the charge, the 98 swings wide, and the pack stacks up 3 deep behind them. One mistake turns speed into smoke. One bold move becomes the pass of the night. This is Bristol truck racing. Close battles, hard hits, and full throttle chaos to the line. Come join the Chop Shop Nationals every Thursday night, where we hit the high banks of legacy tracks to crank out old horsepower and muscle while beating door to door. iRacing simulation, broadcasted by Chop TV and powered by the Chop Shop Racing League. Are you man enough for this ride?
And we're back from a quick commercial break. Looks like
the 67 striker, yeah, he was the one at fault there. He hit that outside wall, and from the pit report there, it was definitely him. He took that claim.
So if you're not familiar, Chop Shop utilizes a claim system. Basically, these guys, when they're racing, they have the capability of being able to take responsibility for the accident. And if they do, they'll chime up during the race and alert the race controller that it was that individual's fault. And then that person cycled to the end of the field and given an associated penalty depending on how severe it is. But that's what John's making reference to. It's a claim system. It looks like the 67 took ownership of that. And based off of just the replay that we saw, I'm almost 100% certain that, he feels horrible about it, but it is racing. That's what happens. You break loose. There's nothing you can do about it. I kind of feel bad for the guys that got involved in it, but other than that, so far so good. We got a good pack, good lead. There's only 2 cars that are currently out, 2 cars in the pits, 80 laps to go. It is a long, long race. I can't believe that we are actually out here at this beautiful Daytona racetrack this evening, sharing this Thursday night with everybody out there. So we appreciate anybody that's out there. I see you guys all in the chat. Thank everybody. It looks like Casey Rollins out there. Rayburn's ladies out there. Ooh! We love everybody out there, so we appreciate that. If you haven't done so already, make sure that you like and subscribe here to Chop Shop TV, as it helps us grow. Want to make sure that we can alert you when there's any new stuff going out, especially we do a lot of podcast and broadcasting, so we'd love for you to come out and check us out and hang out with us virtually, if that's okay. But the caution car is now, the lights are off. You know what that means.
Yes, I do.
That means we are going green here. Hopefully these cautions get it all worked out. I was down there on the pit road and I found out who threw the punch of that one, and he's going to go in there and get a little stitch work done to his car and hopefully get it back out there. Every point counts. This is a long season.
Indeed there, John, and I can say, not only is this every point counts, but track position is going to be key, especially with these single file restarts we're doing as well. And as well as if you have one tough race and you're like, well, up in the points, you could easily drop down from like 8th to like 23rd, maybe 18th, depending on how bad of a points day you had. Just like that, you could go from being in the playoffs or in the hunt to being out just like that.
Yeah, the points, I'm glad you brought that. You brought that up. It's extremely, we're going green, by the way. It's extremely important to finish a race. Just like the guys back in the 80s and 90s, their ultimate goal was to finish the race. That's how important these points are going to be. So every single one of these guys, whether they have damage or not, they're going to want to try to finish the race. Make sure they get to the end, obtain as many points as they possibly can, because there's no playoffs. I mean, it's going to be the most consistent driver, the driver that finishes the most races, the guy that does the best throughout the overall season that's going to come out champion here. So every point will matter.
Indeed there, and speaking of finishing races, it's bringing back some thoughts I had about a certain driver who also drove the black number 3 on how it happened to him one time, how his car was supposed to be heavily damaged and he was supposed to be being carted off by the medical crew. But yet he asked the guy to see if his car would fire, and somehow it fired up, and he ended up still finishing the race. I think it was he was missing his front bump and his hood as well.
There is a great battle going on up here. We got looks like Crownovers there leading, and we got a 2-car pack just trying to get this done. Someone's going to have to give up here.
It looks like most of these guys have started to fall back into a little pack where they feel comfortable around 2 or 3, 4 other cars. Everybody's being nice. They're just trying to get to the next level.
Hit the apron. Woo.
Uh-oh. Let's go see what number 3's doing.
Saved it.
Number 3's out in front. He's in that Dale Earnhardt old Goodwrench car, the Intimidator. That's Mr. Jonathan Casabier, a well-known Xfinity racer with chop shops. Most of these guys probably haven't run this 87 style car in a league in quite a long time. I know there's some ringers in here, but Jonathan Casabier is not going to be one of them ringers. He's going to be one of those guys that's going to give you 100% effort and 100% of the time, regardless of what car you're in. So you just got to be weary about a couple of these guys every now and then. But Jonathan Casabier is not going to be one of those.
Oh no, for sure. He is going to live up to that number there, and he is going to stick it in there. If he could see it, he's going to try to cram 10 pound of crap in a 5-pound bag. I'll tell you that.
He's pretty good at doing it. He's not going to be too bad at doing it. So you can see a couple of cars out in front. We got Mata, Day, Casabier, and Knight all battling real hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zimmerman's in the mix right there, just hanging out. Uh-oh. The infamous Mr. Nate Bigart. We're not used to watching this guy in any other vehicle other than the 01 Ninja Turtles car.
Turtle Power. Is it going to carry over? Oh, we got a big wreck up there.
Yeah!
Wrecking.
It's Day and Mata. It looks like it's going to stay green. We'll go right back to that in here just a second. We want to make sure that it stays green before we go. Let's go look at what happened to Mr. Day. Oh, they're down on the grass. They had to go through the pits. They did get some damage. It's the leaders. So Mata and Day, 16's on the top side. 52 comes up just a hair. Gets loose. Looks like it got tight. Slid up, touched the 16, 16, 52, both slides. 16 down slides into the pit road. Probably got a penalty. 52 goes in there hot. Definitely burnt up his tires going in there. Oh, my goodness. And then who's that in the 71 car? Also slipping and sliding into the pits. Whoa. A lot of things happening right there. But guess what? Mr. Austin Knight took the lead because of what happened up front.
I can say this. Nathan Bigart, back where we seen him finish on Tuesday night down up in Dover, the Speed Trophies Truck Series. Nathan Bigart going back to dominating fashion yet again here at Daytona.
Well, plate racing is like chess. You're either playing chess or you're playing checkers. Nate plays chess. There's no checkers in his repertoire. This man knows exactly what he's doing. Every move is calculated. He takes his time. He's going to make moves. Once he gets that clean air up front, he's going to be one of the tougher guys to pass. So it would be smart for these guys not to allow Nate to get out in front.
That is true, because we know what we all three can see what he can do on Tuesday nights. We've seen him do it a lot. And coming off that big win at Dover, that's got to be on his mind right now, trying to get the first win of a new series as well. And when it comes to these short tracks that we see on here, my eyes going to be on him at the short tracks.
Old rival here, Mr. Michael Coulter. This is the MCI Paintworks we were talking about, the man that's infamous for these paint jobs. He is now out front. This guy was always known for plate racing ever since we've ever known Mr. Michael Coulter. This guy can see the air. And guess what? He's made it out front. Let's see how long he can hold on to this lead. He's got a pack of hungry wolves behind him. Jonathan Casabier, Nathan Bigart. Hambry's up there, and Austin Stampier.
I have noticed this too, Striker. This is not like a normal super speedway where you're flat out wide open. Once these tires start to wear, after like the first 2 or 3 laps, you have to start lifting just to be able to get into the corners without having to lift, without going into the wall, tapping the wall.
Oh, we got a spinner back there. That's Brad Dove, it looks like. Spinning by himself. That's one of our in-car cameras. Let's try to go in with Dove and see what's going on inside that vehicle. Looks like that that expensive sim equipment didn't help him. You know what? It kept him off the wall, though. He was able to maintain it. He did one heck of a job. Let's go ahead and take a gander at it. Let's see how it happened, how it unfolded.
It looks like Striker, by looking at the replay, he just got kind of caught up in the wall and just slid across the wall and just got a little loose, and his back end came out from him.
Yeah, it looks exactly just like that. Just got up a little bit on that dirty part of the track. Just got up there. It's bumpy. He got slick. That right rear got hot. He slid down. I guarantee you what, everybody's going to be taking tires now. We're going to be heading to the pits. And if you didn't take tires before, you're definitely taking tires now. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch to see who goes in, who stays out. Remember, there was a couple of cars that stayed out in that last cycle. They didn't pit. So I'm trying to think, who's going to get in there, who's not going to get in there.
This is going to be an interesting call, too. Because no stages like we normally have, as mentioned before, because normally we'd be getting to about that stage caution as well, normally about now.
This is about the time where most of these guys are going to want to pit regardless. You're not going to want to stay out there with 28 lap old tires when the remainder of the field's got freshies, especially with this old legacy car. It dances too much. It's just way too much horsepower. They're probably burning up these tires 10, 15 laps into the run, let alone 28. So, as you can see, most of the field's coming in here. Everybody's coming in. There's a couple guys that stayed out. Probably the guys that ended up getting tires that first time around. It was around lap 12 when they took tires, so their tires were roughly about 17 laps or so, 15 or 17 laps long. Mr. Jerry Culver stayed out. Coulter Biggert. Those are the 3 guys that stayed out, but it looks like everybody else went in.
Well, we kind of figured Nate would probably stay out because he knows how to run on old tires. He's held off old tires on longer runs than compared to new tires, and won races on like 48 lap old tires while someone had like 28 lap old tires.
We're a little quarter of this race over with, and there has been some carnage already. The 25 of Brad Dove is the one that accepted that claim, that incident back there. The incident prior to that, though, I also on pit there, is between Jason Day and Mata, the 16. It looked like to me that Jason kind of came up the track a little bit, but he was knocked into the pits, and they did clear the penalty of the 16, but the 52 did have to serve his drive-through.
What was the reasoning behind him having to serve that drive-through? Was it incidental? Was he speeding? What seemed to be the problem?
The problem was that he race control determined that it was his fault of the incident, so he was the blame to go through the caution. He can ask to have his cleared too, but if it is reviewed at post-race and it was found to be guilty, he would still have to serve that penalty at a later race. I'm sure he just decided to serve that penalty because there's still a lot of racing left. He can get this back.
That is true. All he has to do is play it smart because there's still a lot of racing to go, like he said. There can still be a lot of action, and yet you have not yet seen the big one. When that happens, it's like the domino effect. Remember when you guys were in class during indoor recess, stacking those dominoes up? When you knock one over, they all go. That's pretty much like what it is when the big one strikes. If one goes, the majority of the fields are going with them.
So the lights are off on the pace car. You were riding with 52. We were just talking about Mr. Jason Day. He's on the inside line. Generally what that means is he's a lap down. He's the first car a lap down.
just with that, with the lucky dog situation there, he can't get this lap back. He only has to worry about, he can get his lap back right here. If he can get the lead, he will be considered on the lead lap, but awful far back.
Jason Day is one of the more solid guys. Generally, he's one of the smarter guys. He'll make great decisions. These plate races, you just never know what's going to happen. So you got to deal with what cards that you're played. Yeah, you got to play the cards that you're given, right? So he's
you can see the win, you can see whatever. You can actually be a professional, but in these type of races, anything could happen. You could just be moseying on down the backstretch, and then out of nowhere, you get doved.
Single file restarts here. We got Michael Coulter leading us, Nathan Biggert in second, Ty Marisco in third, Mark Retchen. We haven't said much about him. He missed that accident earlier in the race. He's back up to fourth. Johnny Hamby, number 5, Jonathan Casebeer, Crownover Williams, Stampier, Rincon, and Zimmerman, all rounding out the top 11. Here we go.
Cars in. About to go green here.
We're going to jump in the cockpit with Mr. Nathan Biggert. Let's watch him make some moves. I know Cole. He likes to go to the high side. That's what Nate's doing right now. He's got a big old run down the back straightaway. Coulter blocks. Not necessarily blocks, just shows him that he's willing to get down to the bottom. Nate's just showing him his bumper, letting him know that he's there. I love this style of racing. You can definitely tell what they're both thinking in there. Coulter don't want to give up that lead. Uh-oh, we got a caution, I believe.
Yes, we do, Striker. Yellows comes out for the 4th time today.
Let's try to find out who was involved in that. Was it Brian? No. It has not allowed us. All right, we don't know who it is yet. Let's go back to the leaders. Apologies for that. Trying to figure out who was involved in that accident. Looks like, was it Jason Day again or Michael Caffrey? Let's double check. Oh, Caffrey's got no trunk. Could it possibly have been Mr. Caffrey? Our data is not securing. I bet you it was Michael Caffrey because we got that telemetry inside that trunk. This dude's missing a trunk lid, no spoiler. He probably, what do they call that? The black box in the airplane?
And yes,
yeah,
he was involved in it.
Yeah,
it looks like as he was striker. It looks like as he was going into turns 4, coming out of the chicane there, he just broke loose, just like Brad Dove, and then rear ends it hard into the wall. He was missing his trunk. It looks like from an earlier incident. Now it looks like it's completely gone.
I'm going to rewind this. Let's see what he was doing. You're absolutely right. He lost it by himself. He's coming into the corner, has no spoiler. The car just catches a little bit of air. Boom. Nothing major. Nobody got involved in it. He just ended up spinning. No big deal there.
Now it looks like Striker. He's only missing his rear end from that incident with Hackett earlier in the race.
That's going to take him a little while to get that fixed, but we appreciate Colt. That's the tenacity that you're going to get from Mr. Michael Caffrey, one of our local Australians. He's definitely going to do his best to stay out in the track. He was talking to me out throughout the week, letting me know when we were having a conversation down in pit road that this is a series that he's excited about. He was definitely interested in running this year. He's extremely excited about it. Tough luck that he's going to have, at least at the beginning of the race, but he understands this stuff does occur, and sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. And tonight, he definitely was the bug.
It sounds like from what I'm hearing from the race controller, this is his second claimed incident on the day, which sounded like it's going to be a drive-through, and he's able to get that car back on track.
Whenever he gets it fixed, yeah. Well, it's not smoking, so it's still running. He's just sitting in his car, probably taking a cool drink of water, getting back, doing a good
This is
job.
how damaged it is. As a
He's
driver,
eating ice cream.
He's eating ice cream.
might as well even gives him a chance to climb out of the car, go take a quick trip to the restroom.
That's
down
number
in
2 on the
fan zone.
77.
We haven't spoken much about Mr. Pat Green, but he's sitting back here in 11th place in the 90 car. Beautiful Red Baron looking 90. Mr. George Rincon in the 75 Hodgkin car. Jerry, a.k.a. the Beaver, Gopher, in the 14 Copenhagen car. Austin Knight in the 31 car. These are beautiful paint schemes. I really do like Jerry's Copenhagen 14.
Oh,
Is
I
that-
love them.
that's-
I
is that-
love them.
Yeah,
These paint schemes are off the chain. We got Michael Coulter Jr. in here. He's running, I believe, I'm not sure exactly what number he's running,
11.
but the number 11 car,
your leader.
number 11. Oh, speaking of that, how silly of me. He is the leader in that Bud 11 car. He is a painter, and you can get any of these paint jobs from him. He does a phenomenal job with these older school paint jobs. MCI Graphics.
100% correct. You can find them on Trading Paints. Come into the Discord, chopshop.gg/. No, wait. It's discord.gg/chopshopracing. You guys want to come in, come hang out. Got a big old community. The 87s run on Thursday nights. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the Cup Series with Signature Esports as the broadcasting partner. Saturday we do O'Reilly's as well with Signature Esports. Tuesdays, trucks. Probably the biggest event of the week for us under the Chop Shop banner with Signature Esports. And then obviously we're doing this internal home, chopping it up.
And then
Chop Shop Nationals on Thursday nights.
Indeed, there. You guys normally us three would be on track together on Tuesdays in the Speedy Trophies Truck Series, but today we're all three having fun up in the booth.
Pace car's about to duck in here, boys. They're about to go back at it here. Let's see if they can get a little more patient here and get these nice long run in here. There's still at least over 60 laps to go. Here we go.
Coulter waits till last minute to take off, but there he goes. Nate timed it perfectly. He's got a big jump on Michael Coulter. What's Michael Coulter going to do? Is he going to let Nate take it? No, Nate decides to actually eat the run right now. So they're working together. Nate's getting some fresh air here on that high side in that 18 car. Michael Coulter's down on the bottom 11. I can tell Michael feels real comfortable in that car right now with Nate behind him. That's one of the guys you like to have behind you. You feel comfortable because you know you're not going to get clipped. Oh, big old block down there. Took Harry Gant, but a.k.a. Mr. Mark Retchen, making a huge move down on the inside.
I thought that was going to be the big one right there, but man, Ratchet just stuck it in there and said, hey, if you're going to come down, you're going to go for a ride. And then Coulter thought better of it and got the hell out of the way.
Can he come around to lead a lap? Yes, he does. Mark Retchen leads lap number 36.
It looks like Strike was trying to have a 4-car breakaway between Retchen, Big Art, Coulter, and Cybreeze right now. So it's gonna be interesting to see when these guys start going double file to try to make a run and try to get up front quick.
Well, it looks like it's trying to form that air in that backpack off those top 4 racers there. We got Case up there trying to go to the inside there on the number 3 Dale Earnhardt paint scheme, but Coulter comes down and blocks it.
There's a lot of action going on the front side. Looks like these boys have be nice with each other. It looks like they all want to get out to that front, get some clean air. The difference is the tires ain't old no more. Now they got them fresh rubbies. They're going out there. They got a lot of speed. They feel real confident. But that's going to go away in about 5 or 7 laps. Give it a...
Oh, for sure. For sure. Give it another 10 laps here in this second 5-pack here. The 27 in that Kodiak car there. He has been working his way up there, but he has got trouble in his way with the number 14.
If you guys think about it too, some of these guys up front like Coulter, Cybreeze, Ratchet and Big Art, they're still on old tires too from that last caution. They decided to stay out from previous cautions, so whatever strategy game they're playing, it seems to be working as they're still holding off the new tires coming to lap 38 of 100 here.
You know what? Those big old baloney tires that back in 1987, they can run these many laps on these kind of tires. It's all about being a wheelman.
100% correct. You guys couldn't have picked it up any better. That Mr. Nate Biggert did not take tires. You're right. He's absolutely on these older tires, probably about 15 laps older than the rest of the field. But you can see we're inside his car right now. He's not doing too shabby. He's still running 4th place. He's making sure he dips underneath the cars, gets a little bit of clean air, lifts, lets the car roll, then comes out of the corner.
I got to tell you, man, yeah, you got all that excitement. Oh, the Harry Gant thing, 33 into the wall. But, hey, the guy to watch right now is the number 65, Brandon Zimmerman. He is just moving up through the field. He's telling people to get out of the way. Coulter coming down low. And
oh, my God, that was close.
Brandon just split it.
Yeah, that was close. We ended up catching that in real time. We were jumping inside Brandon's cockpit. You can tell he's wheeling and dealing. He's down on the bottom making all the right moves. It looked like Coulter for a second was going to come up and take him out, and that probably would have been the big one, but they were able to avoid it.
I tell you what, something must be broken, or he just burned up all the good stuff off that number 11 Bud car of Michael Coulter. But he seems to be dropping back. Maybe he just needs to get his tires to cool down here and get back into the fight. We got Case Beer in the number 3 with a nice 3-car lead.
A little bit of action there. Oh, it's a loose car.
Getting loose. He's keeping it on the apron.
He saved it. 84 saved it. He broke loose.
What a great save.
Let's go back there and double check it real quick.
One even.
They ain't done yet. He's still trying to get it under control. These guys got to give him a little patience here and let him get his under control. He must have something broke from hitting that apron.
Yeah, he keeps falling back, Mr. John Hamber. He's falling back, but he's doing a good job. He's maintaining the car. He's staying out of everybody's way. Maybe sitting on older tires, but he's doing it.
I don't know what he's sitting on, but he's definitely sitting in some trouble right now. You got Jason Day. He's still fighting back here from that earlier penalty here. He's going to lead this pack. He is very fortunate with that 84 coming back there. Let's see if they can get a mount of charge here and get back up to the front.
Indeed there, John, I agree. It's going to be interesting to see what can happen here because, remember, this is not like New Daytona where it's all smooth, where you can easily get on that bumper and push that guy in front of you. Here, you actually have to man that car. You actually have to manhandle this car. So that's why they say it's the difference between man and machine to win here.
I tell you what, guys, these guys get about 40 laps, anywhere from 38 to 42 laps, depending on where they're at in the draft here. So we're coming up on halfway to go here. Interesting to see if there's any kind of crazy strategies going out there.
I can agree, John, because if for the guys that pitted on that previous caution, they can pretty much run to about lap 70 or so, not have to pit again. But if you can hop off about lap 60 to between laps 60 and 65, you won't have to stop again either. So it all depends on when you choose to make that final stop. But I feel like final stops could come between laps.
We just got a lead change up here. We have Mr. Michael Mata in the 16 on the high side, taking it over from Case of Beer. But don't give up on this Gant look-alike here. He's got the low side, and he's pushing it underneath the 3 car.
You know what? I was quick to say that Mark Retchen in the 33 Skull car was going to fall back as it looked like he got his tires hot. But, man, he must have figured something out because he cooled them off. picked off a couple of spots. Now he's running into third, staying down in the bottom.
We had a little contact with Hamley back there.
He jumped to the pits. Hamley jumped to the pits. What was he doing? He might have had some damage.
I'm not sure. I was up here in the front seeing this chaos, but it looked like Hamley, something must have broke, but he just definitely went straight.
Oh, he broke loose in front of Jerry Culver, slid back up. Jerry's not going to be happy about this. Hamley just went in and destroyed his car. His night is definitely over after that. Looks like Jerry was able to survive. He's going to lose a lot of spots, but 84. Great looking Busch car today, but it's not going to be on the track anymore. Lap 45, he ended up destroying that car. Went into the pits.
That is so tough. You wait all year to come to the Daytona first opening. This is the Super Bowl of races here, and to come in and wreck out on 44 and call it the night. Pack it up on the trailer, boys.
Sit down and drink one of the cold ones.
For you. We got a candle burning for you.
Talk about wrecking on lap 45. No, thank you.
Well, we got a battle back up here. I'm telling you what, Case of Beer is not giving up. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. I'm just going to go hell with it. Dale Earnhardt, he's on the high side, and he's pushing hard. But I'm telling you, dude, that guy on the inside is not giving up.
Well, now it looks like we're starting to get some double file racing, maybe three wide, maybe as well starting to form.
Well,
what's going on here is the tires are starting.
Oh, Case of Beer.
This could be the big one. This could be the.
Oh, this is going to be the big one.
This is.
Oh my goodness! Takes out Nate, Case of Beer, Rayburn, 75. Who else is involved? Day looks like he's driving by. Oh my goodness! We got to go back and double check this one.
This wasn't the big one, Striker, but it was a big one. The biggest one of the night, but we're still looking for the big one, Striker. The one that brings the whole field in.
All right, we're about to show you what occurred. It looked like Case of Beer just broke loose a little bit. So here comes Case of Beer up on the high side, touches the wall, slides down, spins, overcorrects, back under the traffic, ends up taking out the 15 car, the 18 car, bunch of cars down on the inside. 18 takes out a couple of cars. Oh my goodness, at least 4, 5, 6 cars involved in an accident. Case of Beer probably is done for the evening. Who knows? That's a big old accident.
Now, Striker, I'm looking at it from my blimp camera, which our blimp camera operator did an amazing job at running this camera. You can just see the three gets contact with the wall and go around, and from there you can see everybody just pile in.
Such an unfortunate event, but we're going to take a little quick hydration break while these guys get some of their items repaired, their vehicles repaired. We're going to be right back.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another weekly Chop Shop Weekly presented to you by all our great sponsors. I'm your host, Brad Dove. My co-host, Jason Day. How you doing today, Jason?
Good, Brad. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How was your weekend?
Oh, it wasn't too bad. Did some work to my work truck, get ready for a trip to Oregon, and then I did the brakes on my son's car, watched some racing. So yeah, pretty good weekend all in all. How was yours?
It was pretty good. A little bit rough. Had to deal with my son having seizures and him in the hospital, but we're getting by. He's came home today. We're on a rebound, and yeah, we're looking forward to a good week here.
It's good to hear. I'm glad he's doing better.
Appreciate you. Let's roll right into the truck. So, trucks didn't have a race, but we're going to be going to Gateway. Yeah, Gateway. What are your predictions for Gateway?
Well, Gateway's one of those tricky tracks that has two different corners, pretty flat. Momentum based. It's a track that I really enjoy. Feels like a short track. Definitely is a short track, but it gives that short track feel. There may be some shifting depending on late in a run or something like that. But I look for look for Nate to be really good, as he always is. Always is there. Colby Hartung to be good as well. I think Tyler Dalton's on a bit of a mission to win some races here. He's got a couple stolen from him in the Cup Series the last couple weeks, where he felt like he was probably the car to win, with me winning at Homestead and Nate taking Indy last week. So I think Tyler's going to be geared up and ready to go for trucks and Cup this week. So I look for him to be really super strong. But yeah, I think it's my pick this week heading into Gateway is probably Colby Hartung. Is, I think, might pull something out for this track. I just feel like he's ready for a win right now.
Well, I don't know. I haven't really practiced there yet, but I believe that you are going to be shifting down into 1 and 2. With that happening, I'm going to go with Nate Bigger. I think he's going to be really good. He's really strong at shifting tracks sometimes, even though he says he sucks. He's really good at them, and he's just a different breed on tracks that you got to shift at. He's fast. It's his type of track. I see a good battle between him, Colby, and Tyler Dalton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from a quick commercial break. You just watched a commercial on one of our podcasts, Chop Shop Weekly, which is the main sponsor for this wonderful Thursday entertainment. If you haven't done so already, make sure that you like and subscribe. Chop Shop _TV at YouTube. It's going to have all the content that we're playing on a daily basis. You can watch it there. You can get alerted as soon as some new information is out, new videos. We're always doing events, podcasts, as well as racing series. So anything iRacing related, you want to come in here, come hang out, make sure you go to Chop Shop _TV at YouTube and get yourself subscribed and notified. But these cars are now going 1 to green. They've been 1 to green. We're about to go green here in a second. They're about to throw the flag. So we wanted to make sure we came back. But guess who's out in front? Mr. YOLO himself, Tony Sanders. Let's see if we can't get an in-car image of Tony. There's Tony right there, leaning back, probably grabbing a brewski, getting ready to lead the Daytona 500.
He needs a brewski after what he just did. Remember, we were talking about him being in the back, just cruising. Well, those beers kicked in. It's rolling time in that Valvoline 21 car.
It's about time they turned the lights on this track, too, because it looks like it's starting to get a little dark at Daytona as well.
Oh, that's going to bring in an interesting factor. It might cool down that track, get a little more grip. But I'm interested to see if these guys, you got these, they're getting about 38 to 42 laps, depending on draft. We have 40 coming on lap 49. These guys are not going to make it unless they really save. Be interesting if this pace slows down.
All right, we're going green. Here we go, Tony. Tony Sanders is going to take the lead. Ty Marisco, we haven't talked much about him, but he's been quite an assassin, silent assassin, running second. Michael Mata running third. We're going to see what's going to go on here. Hopefully Tony holds off a couple of these guys for a couple laps. There's going to be some fresh tires as well, so we're going to see who stayed out, who kept those fresh tires on. Oh, old tires. Oh, my goodness, there was a little loosey-goosey there on the inside, but everybody made it out. Oh, no, 3 wide. They're still bumping. They're still banging. There's an accident. There it is. Tony Sanders ended up making it alive. I think Tony Lane and Donnell Williams are going to be involved in that. Let's double check what's going on here. Big caution. I could see it start to develop. All right, here we go. It ended up, here we go. Tony Lane and Donnell ended up getting collected here. It starts at the front of them, and then 50, they just get squeezed. Yeah, that's kind of a racing deal, it looks like. It's nothing major there other than everybody's getting big accident at the end. Oh, my goodness. Look at them all hitting each other. They're just destroying their vehicles. I'm hearing engines explode. Somebody out there is dying. Oh my God. 47. Carl Fitz must have had a stroke inside the cockpit. It just never lifted. Just went straight through the 17 car. We got to check inside his cam. Let's jump in with the 47. What we're that? No way that we can't watch what happened there. All right, Carl. Let's jump into Carl's and let's see what Carl's looking at. You can see the smoke off into the distance. So Carl's either having a stroke or he's just having a cold trickle moment that he's trying to drive through this smoke. Here it is. Oh! He was trying to have a cold trickle moment. You can drive through it, Cole. No, you can't. No, you can't, Carl. You're either going to get lucky. You're either going to get lucky or you're not. But there's no way he didn't make it. Oh, my goodness, Carl. You're not getting a lot of playtime today, but when you did, it's probably the Dove Bomb of the race. That was pretty awesome. I enjoyed that one. But there is a ton of damaged cars in the pits. I'm seeing the 71 car in there, the 47, the 50, the 17. Is that Donnell Williams? No, that's Pat Green. He was involved in that. Remember we were talking about Jason Day hanging out 2 laps down? Guess what? He's back. Fixed all his damage. Oh my goodness, all the field is in there. That was the big one. That's the big one. Anybody hurt? Anybody needed to go to the infield care center that we can drag up in here? Let me see if I can't bring somebody up in here. We're going to bring Jason Day up into the booth. Jason Day. This is Michael Strickland up here in the booth. You got a copy? What's up, Jason? What happened there? Were you able to avoid that? We appreciate you taking the time out in the middle of your race to have a quick conversation with us. We figured we'd pull you up in here because you're one of the better drivers. You're not having the success that we anticipated you to have early, but guess what? You're back. That's what I was just telling everybody. That's right.
The 52's audio.
Oh, my goodness. All right. 52, you got a copy on me.
I got you.
All right. We're going to run that through real quick again. We were stating that you were having a pretty good event. You've gotten in some accidents, or actually you got in some circumstances that really are out of your control. How do you feel about this How do you feel about the remainder of the race? I know we're going green here real quick, so let's try to make it short and sweet.
Feeling pretty good. I think I got a shot here. I'm just going to keep it clean and not cause any more incidents.
All right, that was Mr. Jason Day. We ended up having some audio issues there where he gave us a really long-winded, great explanation, but we're going to bring him back a little bit later. But have some fun, Jason. We're going to let you go back. We appreciate your time. Let's go ahead and get some good racing going on. Good luck for the remainder of the race.
Thanks, guys.
That was Jason Day. You can see that's him in his vehicle right there on the little pop-up camera. He's inside. He's inside his virtual car. He's excited. He's the ARCA champion. He's amongst some of the GOATs in the Chop Shop Racing Series.
And he is one of the voices of the Chop Shop Weekly podcast, too, as we're going through the gears yet again. We're back green in Daytona. That loud pedal's going to the metal. It's getting loud in Daytona yet again. That quiet rumble's turning into a roar as we are back to the gears yet again.
came back to green here. There was a lot of confusion down on the track on that restart there, Striker. The 11, they were trying to determine if he was a lap down or not, but he was just barely in the front of the leaders when that caution came out. So it recorded him as the first car, but a lap down. He's fighting back to get that lap back, though.
We were talking about that pre-race. That's something that generally can happen in these sanctioned events like that. You can have a lap down car mixed in and restarting with the leader with the single file and stuff. If you remember, I told you about that, and it's going to confuse everybody because nobody's used to this style of single file restarts. But
well, of course they're not used to it. They weren't born yet in 1987.
Speaking of that, I want to give a big shout out to Pro Bowler out there, Mr. Dan Church. They're out in the chat having a good time out there. Pro Bowler, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're gonna make some adjustments there moving forward. I know we got to flip over that little box and such, but other than that, man, we appreciate you guys out there. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure that you come hang out with us moving forward. And yes, let's get you into the booth one of these days whenever you're ready. I know you're busy this weekend. Otherwise, we'd be running the Spa 24 together. But we appreciate you out there, loving everything. Everybody out there in the chat as well.
Well, it looks like everyone's just really stringing out there. Sorry there, Mike. Everyone's stringing out. The only really action we got going on here is for 4th, 5th place, and that is this 25 car, Mr. Brad Dove, trying to take that 4th spot. But remember, Dave was down and out, a lap down, but now he is back up there fighting for the top 5.
I was going to say, if you guys think tonight's interesting, wait till we go tomorrow to Bristol for the Chop Cup Series. Chopping It Up podcast. Cup Series, I should
Bristol's
say.
going to be another beast. That is just the baby of this. But this thing here, Dove coming down the inside of the 65, and he's trying to stay pace with the Mr. Coulter. He's just battling to get his lap back.
That's all he really can do right now, because the next caution he'll easily be able to get that lap back, unless he can battle and get it right here.
Well, the reason he needs to stay on that front there, Mike, is so he doesn't have to get the lucky dog. He can pit with the leaders. This would be critical to maintain that position there.
Let me just confirm what you're saying. It's recording Michael Coulter actually in the lead at the moment. So he's not being recorded a lap down. So
I stand corrected. I got some bad information from his spotter. Let's fire him.
There's a high probability that that's just hyperbole from some of these drivers out here trying to get. He's been such a dominant force here the last 20 laps. They want him out. As you can see, nobody's been able to get around him and stay out in front like Michael Coulter has.
Well,
so
the 25 is making a work of it. He's just stuck down underneath the 11. We'll see if he can get it. Coming into turn 3 here, he's gonna have to hold it. He's gonna do the slider, and he got it.
What a move. What a power move by the man, the myth, the legend. But there comes Coulter. He's not going to give it up that easy. He's going to try to slide right underneath him. Get him loose.
Coulter needs to just be smart here. Hey, he's got the car to do the speed here. He needs to just hang on here. Him and Dove work together. He led some laps. Let Dove lead some laps and maybe get a breakaway here.
That is true. Because remember, all that matters, because there's no green-white checkers here, so in the same sense, you also want to be racing for the lead, because anytime you can have a big caution come out, and we do have lap traffic coming into play too on the inside lane here as well, so that's going to be interesting to see how this field works around that.
Well, let me tell you, this number 74, Mr. Rayburn here, the one that actually wanted to bring this series in to the Chop Nation here, and he's battled up here. He fell back a little bit. I believe he started in P3. He's sitting there and just climbing up.
Just moving through the field. Now, what you don't know is Brian Rayburn is a snake in the grass. That man right there knows exactly what he's doing in this car, more so than anybody else in this field. He knows exactly what to expect out of that car. He knows exactly what he's going to get out of them tires. He knows exactly what's going to happen at one of these plate races. And what's he doing?
Dave making a power move to the inside on the backstretch going into turn 3.
Jason Day now in 4th place. We still got Coulter in second. And, oh, never mind. Mr. Coulter just took over the lead.
Oh
These
my
guys
God,
are battling.
what a move. This is crazy. They are got 40 laps to go. They still have to make another green flag stop, but these guys are running like it is the last lap.
That white Kodiak 27 down on the bottom is a lap vehicle. That is not a car that is on the lead lap. So he's in the middle of the mix. All these leaders have to be aware of where he's at and what he's doing. I'm sure there's probably communicating with the spotters out there. Get him out of my way. I'm trying to go for the lead.
Right now, the 11 is leading this race, and he is loving what he's seeing behind him. Too wide, too deep, and they are there. But you know the draft is killer here. Once these guys figure it out in the back, they're going to gobble that 11 up. His only hope is to play defense, and guess what happened? You're going to get punted.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That 29's coming. Mr. Kale Spicer. He's coming.
I thought I heard that shark music playing.
He's coming. 40 laps to go. The cream will rise to the top.
Look at this 52 on the inside to go for the lead in the turn 3. I don't
Jason
know.
Day to the lead. But
Yeah, I don't know. He ain't got the help
side.
down on the bottom. The 11 is still boss up on the high side. The 25 and the 27 are still trying to figure out who to go with.
It's starting to get dangerous up here. This type of driving in this vehicle like this with the these older tires that they're on, they're getting racy. Man, this is fun to watch. But I got them Spidey sense, and I can tell you right now, this is trouble.
No, not the Spidey sense from the striker here. You know what that means? The potential for another big one, but I don't know, man. There isn't that many cars out there. I think you're just getting nervous, and this is going to be a great finish. I'm hoping it goes green. They're all lined up single file. Let's go around and check out some in-car cams here.
I'm going to try to pick up some of these cars that are, there we go. We're with Retchen right here. Let's go with Mr. George Rincon. He's out in the back, running 12th place, kind of just cruising by himself.
I think Striker's going to be interesting. The Chop Chop Weekly guys of Jason Day and Brad Dove, trying to see if they're going to work together to try to get Chop Chop Weekly a win. Team Chop Weekly a win.
There's no such thing as friends when you're racing.
No.
And no.
Not with Mr. Dove Farms. He will plow you.
My goodness gracious. I'm just going around here, and I am watching the field. Half of the field is mangled. These guys are destroyed. No bumpers, no rear fenders.
No bumpers, but they are out there fighting, Striker, because guess what? Every point counts. But we got Coulter in the 11 butt car getting down underneath the 52. He is pinching him tight, side drafting. The 52 is going to look like he's going to win this fight. Rockets back to the front.
Wow, these guys are really battling hard. They're figuring it's time to go. There's no more waiting. You want to be out in front. You know you... I can't believe Jason Day was 2 laps down just about 30 laps ago, and now he's battled his way back to the front.
2 laps down, and not only losing his composure, he was frustrated about it. I heard it on the team radio, but his crew chief calmed him down, and look what it's paying off.
Indeed, there, Jason Day, he was really frustrated with that incident earlier in the race with another race leader when they both got collected coming off before going into the front stretch. But now look at him in the lead in the clean air, coming up to 33 to go.
Forget about this Tony Sanders here in the number 21 Valvoline. He's back up here. He's just crimping along, and you got his friend right behind him there, Michael Mata. Well, we hope they're friends, but here in Daytona, no one's your friend.
We had Michael Caffrey ended up getting in another accident here. We're going to go ahead and rewind and see exactly what occurred. I saw 2 cars down on the bottom of the apron, did not bring out the caution, but let's see actually what happened. Looks like Caffrey just went down to the apron. Oh my goodness gracious. Ended up going to the apron, tried to slow it down, ended up sliding up and killed Carl Fritz. All right, both them guys are dead. Let's see if the chopper comes in and saves them here shortly.
Bring in the dove. Paddy wagon.
I feel like the dove bomb is going to go to the whole field as well, Striker.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. You still got a lot of race to go here for that dove bomb award.
There
but
is.
It can't happen.
There's too much racing left. I mean, we got over 30 laps left. These guys are battling up front like it's the last lap. Cale over here is just counting the laps down. You know, Brian and Cale are just setting up. This
11 Bud car and this 52 of Jason Day, they are just trading blow after blow after blow. It's coming. I'm starting to get that. Oh, the 25 taking a dive underneath the 11 on the backstretch. He had a run. He's taking it. Is he going to be able to hold it down there on that bumpy side of the track?
65, Brandon Zimmerman's coming up to the front. He ran up front earlier in the race. He's coming back. It's time to go to the front. He's figuring out what lane to go. Cale Spicer's right behind him, just watching him, following him through. I think these two guys have saved a little bit more tire than the guys out in front, so you better watch out for the 65 and the 29.
I'm telling you, Striker, I've been trying to go to the back of the field, see what other drivers are doing, but dang, it is too much action going up here in the front. It is just hell-bent on a big one coming here.
Yeah, we...
John. And funny story about big ones. When I was at the 2024 Daytona 500, I could see how they're getting all racy, and I could tell, yep, it's coming, and 5 laps after I announced it's
You're
coming.
absolutely right. That's exactly what she said. Back up to the front here, we got Day. He's got a 3-car lead here over the Bud number 11 of Michael Coulter. There's that 65 of Brandon Zimmerman. Remember, oh, we got a big turn here. The 27 Kodiak going across the front stretch. No caution.
No caution. He's in the... Oh, there it is. Caution.
There's the caution.
It was Dan. It looks like it's Dan Brewer, Brian Rayburn.
Oh my
Might have been collected in that.
Activity off of that.
Yep, Dan Brewer off the track. Let's double check. Let's see what's going on.
Let me go down here and see what happened.
I gotta say, Striker, with this caution coming out, this could be the money stop right here, Striker. This could be your money stop.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I mean, this is pretty much the length of the tires that you want anyways. So yeah, you're probably 100% correct. This stop probably will dictate who's going to stay out in front. But here we're riding with the 67 car, Dean Brewer. Oh, the 27 looks like he got spun. Was he spun or... But nowhere for Dean to go. 27 just in the middle of the track. Annihilated Mr. Dean. Austin stamp here. So let's go back and let's double check to see how Austin ended up losing that. Looks like he ended up getting collected with somebody. Yes, he did. Him and Cale Spencer. Oh, there it is. Cale just had enough. 27 was down. 27 was the lap car right up front, right? Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It looks like just Cale said it's time for you to move. Cale gets down underneath him, sucks up into him, breaks loose to 27, comes back down. Cale, yeah, Cale couldn't do nothing. That actually wasn't on Cale at all. 27 ended up just losing it, slides back up to the track, hits the wall, does what we tell him to do, lock the brakes up. 67 just dies. Death today at Daytona. Oh my goodness, look at all these cars in there. Looks like a cemetery.
Looks like Jason Day's leading the charge as well, Striker.
All right, just like you were saying, here's all these cars going into the pits. They have roughly 28 laps to go. Some of the big hitters are still alive. Jason Day's pulling out, reclaims the lead, evidently. Doesn't look like he took tires, though. It was a really quick pit stop. There goes 74. Brian Rayburn. Coulter left the pits. Mata. Cale.
I bet
Brad
Jason
Dove.
Day probably took I bet you it was just a 4-tire stop for Jason today. Why don't we bring him in and get insight on that strategy call for a moment?
Well, let's see who else we can bring in. What we're going to do is we're going to get Mr. Robert the Beaver Church. We're going to get Robert the Beaver Church up in here with us. Let's see. Mr. Robert Beaver Church, Michael, up in the booth. You got a copy?
I do.
What's going on, brother? How you been?
I just watched the race, man. We had some bad luck early. Got a little loose and had it corrected, and the 43 got into the back of me.
Robert Church was running the 71 car Chevrolet that's sitting right there in the pits with no front end. We wanted to drag you in. We saw you exit the in-care field center. Want to make sure you're okay. What did the doc tell you?
I'm all right. We'll make it. We'll make it to next week, but the motor's not okay. It's blown up, and we should be able to have the team fix one up for next week.
Well, it's good. We're glad that you made it to the event. It's always a pleasure to have you come hang out with us. And normally we don't want you in the booth because that means you had a bad day. But hey, any day above ground's a good day. Today you were able to come out here, lay down some laps, have some fun. There's always next week. You're going to be a contender to watch week in and week out.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun series. They're a lot of fun to drive and everything like that. These short tracks will be real fun to see how they play out. So, yeah, we'll see how the season goes.
Much appreciated. Michael, you got anything for Churchy?
Well, Church, you had a good race come. You had a good race come Tuesday. You had a tough break today. What are you gonna be doing to get ready for tomorrow? As you just a quick 45-minute to an hour flight up to Bristol for the Chop Shop Cup race tomorrow.
I've just been sitting there watching these guys race and these in-car cameras, just trying to see how they handle. You know, everybody's learning on these new cars, so you know, it'll be a learning curve, but it'll be a lot of fun doing it.
All right, we appreciate your time. Thank you very much, Mr. Robert Church. We're going to go ahead and put you back down there so you can be with your family. Let us know if we can help you in any other way. We appreciate you showing up and having a good race with us tonight. And thank you for coming in here and giving us your insight.
Yeah, I appreciate the broadcast, guys. Good broadcast, and we'll see you later.
Catch you later, buddy. That was Robert the Beaver Church in the 71 car. He was involved in an accident earlier in the race. Ended up getting tore up pretty quick in the race, and has been hanging out at the infield care facility. I ended up spotting him out there when he jumped in the go-kart, heading back to his pit crew. So I wanted to make sure we drug him in here before he ended up talking it out and figuring out what occurred with his team.
I agree with you there, Striker. As there's been a lot of cars, so a lot of drivers have been in and out, so even if you wreck early to late, there's still a chance you don't get out as quickly as you normally would.
You know what, you're actually 100% correct. I think, yep, the pace car is about to drop off. We're about to go green here. We're inside the 71's car. Mr. Tony Sanders, he's up front. He's running in 7th place on this restart. We got one car that's a lap down on the inside. Let's see how that pans out, if that impacts any other way that these guys drive. But we're going to stay with Tony for a couple seconds here. Let's see how he makes it through.
That restart, the 3rd place 29 car of Kale. I don't know if he has a strategy or maybe to get a little run, but he did not get a great jump. But he's going down here. He almost went below the yellow line there to get that pass on the 74. They raced together a lot in the past here, that 74, Brian Rayburn. He is on the move.
Oh, he's going. What did we tell you? You were talking about that shark, that water, that Jaws music playing in the background. There he is, fans. That's the guy that everybody knows. You don't want him up front. If it's not Nate, it's going to be Kale. So these guys better pick up their game because this is the first time Kale's going to be getting that clean, fresh air with a brand new car. He's been into the pits a couple times, so you know he's been fixing his car and getting it better.
The funny part is, too, it's going to be, if we can't get another good battle here, it's going to be a battle of the Canadians for the race
Caution
win.
is out. Caution is out.
Looks like it was one of the lap cars. We were just talking about what's going to happen with one of these lap cars. Was it Case of Beer that was down on the inside? He just lost it. He lost it on the bump. Casey Beer just spun around, didn't hit anything, but brought out the caution. That's such a beautiful car right there. I love that Dale Earnhardt number 3 Goodwrench. Brings back so many memories, man. It makes me think of my dad. I used to wake up every Sunday, watch the races with my father, and that's the man that he would root for. That dude was the god to my dad. Shout out to my dad out there, Roger Strickland. We love you. All right, let's go back. We were just talking about Cale and everybody else that's up there. We got Cale, Jason, Michael. We'll say Mata, Coulter, Brad Dove, Tony Sanders, Mr. Zimmerman. Retchen's back up in the mix. Brian Rayburn, Jerry Culver. We haven't said much about Jerry Culver throughout this race, but he's been sly. He ended up fixing his car a little bit. You see a little bit of damage up there in that right front or left front, but he's managing. Everybody else is worse off than he is. He's in the top 10 right now, up 16 spots in comparison to where he started. He's currently one of the bigger movers. Him and Mr. Rincon right underneath him, the 75 car, which is running 11th. He's also up 16 spots. Pace car still got the lights on. That means we still got 2 laps before we go green.
I tell you what, Striker, I just came back from the pit road there, and that case of beer was the one that brought out that caution, obviously, with another self-spin. He is frustrated with his car. Ever since that incident, the first incident he was in, he cannot get recovered. Fortunate that no one got into him, and he's going to be able to continue.
All right, we're going to take a quick hydration break here again. We're going to be right back.
The engines don't whisper here. They roar like thunder trapped under steel. Under the lights, with tire smoke hanging over the front stretch and sponsor decals flashing like war paint, one name returns from the dark: Larry Brager. Once, he was fearless. Once, he drove inches from disaster and called it home. Then came the crash. Metal twisting, glass exploding, radio static, a voice screaming his name. Since that night, every green flag has sounded like a warning. But when a small underdog crew from Blackfeet Motorsports rolls out a battered black machine with a green spoiler, dripping paint, and Chop Shop Racing stamped across the bumper, Larry gets the call nobody thought would come. One more ride, one more race, one more chance to prove the past didn't win. In the garage, the air is thick with oil, pressure, and unfinished business. Crew chiefs bark over headsets, lug nuts scatter across pit road, tires slam onto asphalt. The stopwatch doesn't care about fear, neither does his rival, a ruthless front runner willing to crowd, scrape, and wreck anyone standing between him and victory. Larry straps in, helmet down, hands shaking, heart pounding. The radio crackles. "You still with us, driver?" He stares through the windshield at a field of monsters, red, yellow, green, black, all hungry for the same strip of pavement. "Yeah," he says, "I'm still here." The green flag drops. 40 cars explode into the night. Drafts tighten, bumpers kiss. Smoke pours from locked tires as trucks spin through chaos. A car flips through the haze. Sparks shower the wall. Pit road becomes a battlefield of fuel, rubber, and fireproof suits. And every lap, Larry fights 2 races, the one ahead of him and the one replaying in his mind. Then, with the crowd on its feet and the lights blazing over the final corner, the caution flies. 1 restart left. Fresh tires, bent fenders, no room, no mercy. His rival pulls alongside, smiling behind the visor. The radio boasts silent. Larry breathes in the fear, the wreckage, the pain, and lets it burn. This is not just a comeback. This is the lap that decides who he is. The final restart. Every driver gets one last chance to outrun the past.
All right, you just watched the commercial of Larry Brager. That movie's coming out in early 2027, produced by Chop Shop Racing. But we're about to go green here. A quick caution flag that occurred earlier in the race. We're about to go green. Pace car has the lights off. They are rolling through the back straightaway, so they're going to about go green in the next 15 seconds or so.
Agreed, and it is officially go time now because we are under 25 laps to go, which means it's gonna be probably 2-3 wide after the start finish line. Everyone jubbling, going for position. It looks like you'll have a handful of cars left in the race, maybe even in the lead pack itself.
Yeah, there's not a lot of cars that are clean left, and that's what's going to happen when you got no fast repairs and you got a lot of these guys that haven't driven these 87s in a while. I guarantee you something though, they're going to tell you that they're having a ball back there, having a race, and there's been some amazing action this entire race, but it's not over. We got 23 laps left. We got Cale, probably the favorite up front. Let's see if Mr. Jason Day, Michael Matt, or Michael Coulter have anything for him. Coulter's been the strongest early, but now we're about to see Cale with a great jump.
God, he shot out there like a rocket.
I was about to say the same thing there, John. The Canadians are 1-2 right now. They're trying to show up the guys with the stars and stripes are now saying, hey, you guys can own it. If you guys can own us in this, we can own you guys in sim racing.
Don't count out us. Don't count out us Americans. We'll march up there. I got this Bud 11, all-American Bud 11, gonna march his way up there.
You know what? He's doing phenomenal. Coulter's been really good today. I think he's tired of waiting. He's going to go get past Mata here. These boys can't be messing around too long. They're going to let that front two pack, them two Canadians, to take off.
Yeah, Coulter needs to just sit here behind the Mata and cruise. He almost got a little touch there in the outside corner panel. That would have been deadly for the 16 car. But see, they're working together. They just closed that gap up on the 52. It looks like the 16 is wanting to take a peek, but he thought better of it. And he just, wait a minute, he's going down underneath. Coulter's got to make a decision here. He's got to run with them. The 4-pack is a big breakaway here.
Oh, is he going to push up? No, Coulter's got enough tire to keep it down to the bottom. This is Coulter's style of racing. This is exactly what this man was born to do.
He is he's trying to put a block on there on Cale, but Cale said no, he doesn't want any of it. He's going to stick his nose in there. I'll tell you what, he's going to try to side drive. The Michael Coulter Jr. is the Boris Said of road racing. He is of plate racing. Look at him rocket down there, and he rockets to the point with a slide jump in front of Mata. It goes Coulter, Mata, Cale, top 3.
Carl, we got you out there in the chat. Man, you were doing wonderful out there till you died. So I'm glad you're alive. You made it out the infield care center. Great job this week. The car looked awesome. We're going to catch you next week. We'll get you up in the booth here and talk to you. Get you some play time so we can say hi to your family and all. But great job today, Carl.
The Mata trying to get to the inside of the 11. The 11 comes down and pinch him. Cale is sitting there trying to decide, but guess who's coming up? Mr. Dove in the 25 Folgers.
Oh, my God. They locked onto this missile. Brad the Bomb Dove. Here he comes.
He's locked and loaded, boys.
And that looks like your lead pack as well. Your top 10, the only guys on the lead lap are right here.
There's the Dove Bomb. There is the Dove. He just pulled it off underneath the 16. Looking for second.
He's going to try to come up. He's holding his own. He's doing a good job. Brad Dove's understanding the consequences of making a move too early. He didn't have enough to complete the pass.
Right. You're 100% right there. He might have tipped his hand. He should have saved that move for down later in the race. Now they expect it. When the 25 is there, he's going to put some Folgers in your day.
It's Folgers in your car.
I was about to say the same thing there, Striker. It's going to be a battle, especially
Stick to your day job. Look at this, Mata rocketing back up to the front on the backstretch entering the turn 3. This is one hell of a battle.
What a power move by Mata. Where did that come from?
It's only going to get ramped up here.
17 laps to go, crossing the line.
Here comes Coulter making the move on the inside for the lead. Coulter gets past Meta.
These guys are just not giving up here, Mike. Nothing. But you know what? Cale in the 29 with Jason Day, the Canadian counterpart, they are tagged up here. They're just working their way back up here. They're going to let these three guys up here sort it out, get in a fist fight, and these guys are just going to mosey on by here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars in that front pack. These guys up front running real hard. I'd like for Coulter and Dove to probably just jump in line and follow around for about 5 laps because some boys behind them, Cale and Jason and Tony Sanders, all of them guys are there sitting and waiting, licking their chops.
The Smokey and the Bandit coming up there in the 33. Look at Mr. Retchin. He's coming up there. He is sitting in 7th place and looking for more.
We're going in car with Mr. Retchin. Let's see what he's doing. What can he do? He's getting on the high side of Mr. Day. Day's just dropping back. Either he's cooling off his tires is probably what he's doing.
But a lot can happen though too. It looks
Oh,
like
the 11 of the Bud car up into the wall.
He saved it.
Doesn't look like it hurt him much. He just come down. He's going to hold his 3rd position. But Cale is in there in the haunches. He's trying to get up there. He lost his counterpart of the 52, but we'll see what's going on here.
Let's go in car with Tony Sanders as he wheels this car in. Look at those hands. He's on that high side. He can feel every single one of them bumps. He's no longer hanging back. You saw him earlier hanging back, grabbing the beer. No more. 2 wheels up. He strapped those seatbelts on real tight.
I agree.
Oh, just when you're talking about the 21, the 52 is making the move on the Bandit car there of Mark Retchin. But it is not going to work. He lost all his momentum there. The high side is the momentum side.
And here comes Brad Dove in the 29 as well. The Folgers car in the 29 looks like they're trying to get together. They're going to try to do something because we got Michael Matta right now in the lead and looking for more with 14 laps to go, come to 13 to go next time by. Things are going to be getting interesting now because remember, there's no overtime. But that caution comes out on that white flag. For that white flag, we will finish this thing under yellow.
You're talking white flag there, Michael. It ain't even close to that. We still got a lot of racing, and the 29 almost gets into the 25 of the Folgers car. He had to go a verse move. I don't know. The officials might have to look at that and see if he advanced his position there below that yellow line. But to me, it looked clean. He was avoiding.
I completely agree with you there, John. But but there is still a lot of racing. Brad Dove, the best thing to do right now is just slow down a little bit, get in line, and try to make up positions as you can because there's still a lot of racing to go. A lot can happen in these final 13 laps.
Other drivers to consider back here, we got Jerry. He's just cruising along here. He's a few laps down. He is sitting there, or excuse me, I'm sorry, he's not a lap down. He is 5 seconds back, but he's all by himself here. Then you got Racone behind that. He finally got back onto, the Casebeard. Jonathan, he is 7 laps down. He's the car for Lucky Dog. I don't think we'll get 7 laps. Other than that, the rest of it is in the Carnage Junkyard section.
Yes, it is. We started with about 29 cars. Now we only have just a little over 10 cars on the lead lap right now.
We got the 25. Gets into the 21. He goes sliding.
We're still watching Tony. Oh, he's spinning. He's down on the bottom. He's in the grass.
He's still wrecking.
He's fine. He's got it. He's got it wheeled up, but you can see he's furious.
Oh, he is gonna be steaming. The 25 just totally drove into him there. It in my opinion, but we'll see. There's gonna be some after race post bites in the hair, true 87 style.
Here comes the 16 of Michael Matta again coming for the lead over Michael Coulter Jr. Those two are side by side again. But here comes the 29 of Cale Spicer now coming into the mix, as well as the 33 of Mark Retchin as well.
Oh, we're coming up with 10 to go here.
It means all or nothing now.
If you thought there was some racing in the beginning of this here series, this last 10 laps is going to be epic. We got the Bud Levin, Michael Coulter still dominating up front. He is going to start playing both lanes here. That could get dangerous.
Yeah, it could, especially when it comes that last second block, and here comes the 29 now. Cale Spencer, he's coming back for the lead.
10 laps to go. Crossing the start-finish line.
What a move there, Striker, on that Cale there. He just took that point.
Muscled his way. But don't think that it's over. 11's been the strongest car the entire race. He's not going to give up that easy.
He's good. He came off the wall. Cale is loving this here in the back. I think this is going to come down to the 29 and the 11 of Michael Coulter, unless something crazy happens here.
I have to agree with you there, John. The way that you start running right now, getting single file, but here comes the 16 now and the 65 as well, trying to make a good run now as well. I believe once we come up to like 3 or 4 to go, we're going to be seeing double file here.
Well, it's tough. Their top 6 are single file. They finally realized, hey, they are sitting in there either scared out their bazookas or, oh, we got a 3-car bunch up here, or they're just sitting there plotting their move.
Normally when you think go time, you think 5 to go when you're in a big pack bumper to bumper, but here with the pack split up, it's go time now.
I've been watching.
For sure.
I've been
Brandon
watching.
on the move.
I've been watching Coulter and Spicer duke it out. 11's refusing, but I can see a little kink in his armor. He's starting to slide up a little bit behind Cale. Cale knows exactly what lane to take away from him. 11's going to have to power his way down underneath him right here. Does he have enough horsepower to clear him? Let's see.
I don't know. The 16 is coming with them there, Striker, with the 65 of Brandon.
He's going up! Oh, I told you! That was the only move he had. That's the only move. There we go. 4 wide. Are we going to get clear? We are clear. Brandon Zimmerman, what a move. Michael Mata, Brandon Zimmerman to the front after a courageous move by Coulter. Michael Coulter. I knew it. I designed it in my head before he even made the move. What did I tell you?
It was the only move he had. You were right, Striker. He was going to hope that the Cale would lift and see that the 11 was coming up, but Cale said, not today. He kept into it. They recovered well. But guess who is up front? We got Brandon Zimmerman in the 65. We did not see this coming.
We also got Jason Day making a charge back up for the front now, too. Jason Day is coming up on the back of Michael Coulter Jr. right now. Coulter Jr. trying to hold off Jason Day.
I'm going for the lead, though. Here's
3 wide. This is not. Oh, my God. This is awesome. 3 wide. He made power move. That right there is just seasoned race car driver. That man knew exactly he had enough tire to make that move. He waited for that move. Now everybody's got to figure out how to get around him. They're going to have to move Cale. My gut says they're going to have to move Cale to get him out of the way. 6 laps to go.
Got to tell you, Striker, it ain't about moving. These cars are moving on their own. They are bouncing from the top to the bottom. These guys that are chasing down the 29 of Cale here, they have to come up with a plan. They need to work together, get a run on this guy. He cannot stop all 4 of them.
We're riding.
Today, the 65 working together, trying to make something out of the 65, and that is the 65 of Brandon Zimmerman. He's on the inside. Jason Day to the on the outside. Jason Day, he's working with Coulter Jr. right now, but 65 now comes in front of Jason Day. We got a single file top 5. Any moment now, these guys can go double file, and we could be seeing something big.
Wow. I don't know if you were buffering right there, but you got a lot of information out there. But Cale is looking here with the 16, taking the lead, rocketing to the front with the help of Michael Coulter.
5 to go, boys. 5 to go. Michael Mata made a huge move right there. Cale's going to try to cut right back underneath them, but that's going to allow the cars right behind him to suck right back up to those 2 cars. They're going to cut a big old hole in that draft.
Here comes Jason Day now as well.
This has come down to a 5-car shootout. I think all 5 of these guys have led a lap or 2 in the last 10 laps.
Mata rubbed up against the wall. He's going to have to squeeze Cale. Otherwise, Cale's going to clear him. There he goes. Cale's moving up. There he is. He just cleared him. Mata goes back down to the bottom.
He's coming back, though. Mata's coming back to the inside with the crossover.
Cale
I don't know if it's going to work.
I don't think it's going to work. Cale's got the momentum. He's running that. He's riding that rim, bringing it back down. He's going to squeeze Mata. Yep. Told you, Mata got loose. So it's going to be Coulter. It's Cale, Coulter, Day, Mata, Zimmerman. Currently, right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zimmerman gives.
Zimmerman.
Go ahead.
No. I'm excited here. We're down to 3 laps to go. 5 cars changing positions 2 or 3 times during a lap. This is going to be epic.
Yes, it is. Jason Day now in the mix for third. Now he's battling the 16, and that's 16 of Mata, and that's for third. Things are getting interesting. We only got 3 laps to go, which is roughly about 7 miles.
That's a long 7 miles when you're sitting there after 98 laps of knuckle-busting racing here, and it's come down to these last 5. Put on a show, the 29, the 11, 16, 52, and the 65.
We got 3 to go, coming across the lines, 2 to go. The next flag will end this race. And if a caution happens to come out right now, this is the end of the race. There is no green-white checkers. So whoever is out in front, if a caution comes out, will be your victor. That's why Mr. Coulter is going to be making a move. My gut instinct says he's going to send it regardless. There he goes, down to the bottom.
They still got one more lap here. We are still with 2 to go. They are on lap 99. This is going to ratchet up tight here.
Oh, my goodness. You don't even know what's going to happen. But these boys better not battle because they're going to let Cale just jump away. Cale's not going to move from that top line. They're going to have to get a run on him and power move underneath him or move him out of the way.
They got to team up. We've been saying this from 10
There it is.
So they got to team up.
Coulter had a huge run but had to eat it. Coulter had to eat that run. He caught him in the different part, bad part of the corner.
White flag coming.
Here we go. We're going to watch Drew Farr chase. Does Coulter have the move? He's going to try to go underneath them. This is your chance. Slide draft. 52.
52 getting some help from the 16. The 16 trying to take the high side. 29 of Cale. He's just running that top momentum there. He's going to come down and give a little pinch to here. The 11.
11 better slide up.
The 29 try to get a run.
11 better slide up. Make sure he gets a huge run coming off of the corner. This is it. This comes down to this. Turn 3 and 4. Who's going to win the Daytona? The 11 gets underneath him. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Cale seems to have gotten just the right run.
He's getting away. Cale is taking this race. The 11, the 16, it's coming down to the wire. They're side drafting. The 16 takes second with third being the Coulter.
What a finish. What a finish. I told you Cale was going to play his cards right. Great finish. Mr. Michael Mata, Spicer, Coulter, top 3. Brandon Zimmerman, Jason Day rounding out the top 5. Mark Retchen, Brad Dove, Jerry Culver, Tony Sanders, and Brian Rayburn are your top 10. What a race. What a race. Now, if that didn't put hair on your peaches, I don't know what's going to do it.
I agree there, Striker. It was a good race. I was almost out of my seat for these final handful of laps because of how interesting it was getting. Good way to start this, and I think we can pretty much say Cale Spencer is the Nate Bigger of the 87 series.
Plate racing is a different monster, but Cale showed the determination, the wherewithal, the strategy, the veteran savvy of somebody that knows and understands these cars and this track. He showed it. He showcased it. I could tell, and that gave him a W. But he had to earn it. Michael Mata and Michael Coulter and Zimmerman and Day all gave him. They all made an attempt there at the end. There's nothing they could have done. They did everything they could. We're going to take a quick commercial break here. We're going to round up some of these drivers. We're going to be right back and talk to the winner, Cale Spencer, Mr. Mata and Coulter. We're going to bring in a special guest as well, the hard charger of the race, Jerry Culver.
Tell Spencer. Tell Spencer, Michael and Michael in the booth. Get a copy, bud?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Heck of a run, man. Tell me how you pulled it off and how you were able to keep these guys behind you on these closing laps.
It's all about being smart with the tires at the start. I tell you what, you just got to take it nice and easy on them. Make sure you got something left for the end.
Indeed, you do. Now, because this is older style Daytona, but compared to newer style, where it is a tire eater and the 87's cars, what was it like driving this 87 compared to a normal NASCAR at this track?
It's a little bit hairy. Got hair on the chest, hair on the back. Some of these guys might have some hair on the palms. It's tight, it's loose. You get a little bit of everything. The air really pulls you around in this car, so lots to watch out for.
And either you got anything from Striker?
Basically, the whole rear view mirror, that draft cars can really pull up on you. So you got to really keep an eye on everyone. I think with these races, it doesn't matter who you are, everybody's got a shot to win. So watch out for everything. It's coming from everywhere. Shout out to my boy Greg Wellen. Didn't quite make it to the end there. Greg John, I guess, but we'll get him in the next one. Thank you guys for putting this on, by the way. This is awesome. Hell yeah, brother.
Well, Striker, what do you think about the hard charger? Go ahead and talk to Mr. Jerry Culver.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I thought you were talking to me. It's Coulter. I loved it. I'm still smiling, man. So it was a great race. One of the best races I've been a part of. Um, Absolutely. Thanks, Striker. Thanks. Well, yep. So that's what it did. And when I had to eat that, I got one and I didn't eat it early. I didn't eat it that early. And I kind of got forced to take it. It was like coming to the white flag. My tires were cooked. So I wanted to wait. I think if I waited, maybe not. Who knows? I mean, it was a blast. So I'm happy to just to be finishing the race. But this is a blast.
Check your mics. Check your mics.
Well, Michael, we had some tough competition being one of your competitors out there. We had some tough competition on Tuesday. We had some tough competition today and tomorrow. We have some more tough competition again. What's going through your mind, knowing that you only got a couple hours of turnaround before you go take over that beast of Bristol Motor Speedway?
Well, I'm just glad to get seat time at this point. It's my schedule's kind of been hectic, and I haven't been able to race as much as I'd like to. So to have the opportunity tonight and run the way we did is a big plus. I can still do this. Had a blast. So I really
Awesome.
I want to thank Stryker and John for putting on a phenomenal league. Chop Shop, it's where it's at.
Yes, it is.
Thank you guys. Thanks to all the sponsors.
Okay,
We
Michael, go ahead and
appreciate
give
your
me a
culture.
shout-out.
So we were having a little bit of audio issues. I'm hearing it in the chat. I got you guys out there. Clint's out there taking care of us. He's making sure everybody out there that's picking up that we were having audio issues. That's my fault. We're kind of learning. These are some of the growing pains that we're going to deal with. But I appreciate you guys. I was still holding out there. Basically, we were telling Coulter that he did a phenomenal job today. He brought back what we experienced in the past. We've known Coulter for over 15 years, and man, it looked like it was a teenage Coulter. He was definitely rocking and rolling today. So we wanted to go ahead and congratulate him for that. And he ended up finishing third. But any special shout outs that you want to give real quick, Coulter, before we let you go?
Well, to yourself, man, because some of those moves I was doing out there, when we raced together on NASCAR '09, we was having to do the same moves because those cars are moving just as fast. So shout out to you. Donnie, I want to shout out to Donnie, my teammate. He's always there, man. We've been racing together forever too. So everybody involved here, what a great league, and like I said, these 87s, I'm pumped.
Awesome. Well, Coulter, we're going to let you go and spend some time with your family. We're eager to see what you're going to be able to do the remainder of the season. We thank you again for coming in and showing up and putting on a show. Boy, was it fun! This is going to be fun to come to go relive. My money was on you, but that's okay. You showed up and showed out today. So great job. Good run. Great top three. Congratulations, Mike.
Thanks, Striker. Thanks, buddy.
All right, sorry about that, guys. The audio section. Let's bring in Jerry in here, our hard charger of the race. Jerry with 18 spots coming in as the hard charger of the race. Jerry Culver, you got a copy? Jerry Culver, you got a copy, brother? All right, Jerry Culver is not ready. So we're going to bring in the number 2 guy, Mr. Michael Mata. Mr. Michael Mata, you got a copy?
Hey, I got you.
What's up, Michael? This is Michael, and Michael in the booth. Congratulating you on your awesome second place finish. Dude, you looked amazing out there. How did it feel?
Oh, man, these cars are a handful. I love these cars here. You got the tire wear, you got the fuel mileage, you got the handling, and you got the fun of the draft. What more could you ask for? It's like people who don't like pack racing, it's like the next best thing if you don't love it.
You were one of the more dominant cars early. You and Coulter and Spicer and Zimmerman and Day and Retch and even Dove was out there beating and banging. You were doing a heck of a job driving as close as you can to every one of these drivers. Never got in any trouble, really. You did a phenomenal job. I think it was extremely excellent. You were there to the end. I mean, we didn't know who was going to win till the last corner, to be honest with you. That's how good of the race it was. Was there anything that you think that you could have done to be able to get around Cale at the end of the race?
I think I had him, but I made one mistake there on the last lap. Went to the last like 5 corners. I went to the bottom, and the top was really dominant, and it got me back to 5th coming to the line, and I just didn't have enough time. I got from 5th to 2nd, but Cale was already too far ahead. But I had it planned. My plan was I saved a few laps before, just saving tire just a little bit, so I'd have a little bit more than Cale, because you can cool these tires down here, the right front, and be able to turn better. And I did that. I did it perfect, and I made one mistake, got to the bottom, and just got hung out to dry. And didn't play out, but 2nd place, points are so important. This will pay off later in the season.
Absolutely right. I concur with what you just stated. We did see a couple of drivers do the exact thing that you just stated. They'd get their tires warm, they'd back it off a little bit, let them cool back down, then all of a sudden they were back in that mission mode of trying to get that lead. It looked like was clean air really what you were looking for, or was it more tire that you needed at the end?
I don't think clean air mattered at all. Even back in the pack, it didn't feel like there was anything. It was more just slowing down on corner entry will help you so much later in the run. When we had that long run in the beginning, not long, but it was like 16 laps, something like that, and I could feel myself being faster than the other guys. You're not faster, you're just able to take the corner how you want instead of having to slide up, which is really helpful later on. We didn't really get that. I don't know if we run another one of these, but if we do, definitely look out for that. The guys who save tire early will just be able to go wherever they want. But yeah, early on, my teammate K-Spear, we were rocking this thing, us two up front. And then he got in a wreck, and it was a lot harder because no one wants to work with you when you're up front.
No. Yeah, that was pretty evident. There was a lot of Dyson, wheeling and dealing. There definitely wasn't any friends out there, but you did phenomenal. You looked excellent. You definitely represented that 16 car very well. You were a last-minute addition. You joined up today. I'm glad that you did. You're a phenomenal driver. Congratulations on your 2nd place finish. Mr. Bollinger, you got anything for Mr. Mata?
I was talking with him earlier about what's going through a driver's mind at this track. And this season, with it being no playoffs for anyone, where it's the old point standings are like, if you have a second day in points today, the next week you have dead last in points, and that could really shake up your points just like that.
Yeah,
so it kind of goes.
Yeah, he had stated Mata's fully aware of how the points are functioning. He needs to gain as many points as he can every single race, and a 2nd place is just as good as a win. Cale could come in next week and wreck. Obviously we don't want that to happen, or maybe not show. And all of a sudden Mata has the point lead heading into, the 3rd week of the season. There is no playoffs. There is no stages. It's just start to finish. Who's got the best car? Who's the most consistent? And Mata showed today that he can definitely be one of them contenders. So congratulations again, Mata. Go ahead and give your shout out so we can get the last driver up in the booth.
Yeah, thanks. Shout out to K-Spear again. I mean, he's a great teammate. I took like 6 months off. The computer was broken. I came back, ran a race last night, wrecked out, came back, did this race, and I am tired after not racing for 6 months. So shout out to K-Spear for getting me in here, texting me in the middle of the day like, hey, there's Chop Shop's doing something on Thursday, 87s, and I was like fully on board because these cars are so good. And shout out to Chopping Up Podcast. Watch the broadcast. You're obviously watching it.
Awesome. Sorry.
Yeah.
We're going to go. Mr. Mata, phenomenal job again. Congratulations on your 2nd place finish. It's always a pleasure to have you in these series run with us. Thank you again for coming and joining with us. Hopefully we can continue to keep running these series together and having fun as we did. That's what it was created for, is to have fun. Just like you said, I'm getting good vibes right now from everybody speaking in the Discord. It seems like everybody had fun and was enjoying the race. So if that's the case, we're going to keep doing it. And next week where are we at next week, Bollinger?
I think we're going. I don't know. I'm looking at the schedule right now.
You would think I would be
Next
prepared.
week.
Oh, one more
Normally I
shout
do
out.
know the schedule. But go ahead and give me a shout outs, brother, while I'm pulling up the
All the
track.
drivers tonight. This was just fun. I mean, we raced 20 laps to the end, 3 wide, 4 wide, side by side for 20 laps, and put a hell of a race on.
Yeah, dude, you're 100% correct. Man, it was fun to watch. It was fun to call. It would have been so much better to be able to run with you guys, but, we're going to be up here in the booth having fun for the remainder of the season. But we need to find a new commentary so I can get out there and bump some fenders with you guys because, man, did that look fun.
You got me, Striker.
Over.
Yeah, we are at Dover. So Dover, a completely different track. We're going to see how everybody pans out. Make sure that you get some good practice in so you can continue this good performance and maybe even take the points lead next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, and that is Mr. Oh, wait, you had one more shout-out. Did you need any other shout-outs?
No. That was just all the drivers.
Okay, that's true. Well, shout out to all the drivers. You guys did phenomenal. Mr. Mata said it himself. We appreciate you. Thank you very much for showing up. Let's rock hard until Dover next week, and good luck, buddy. We'll catch you soon.
Thanks.
We're going to try Jerry Culver one last time. See if we can get Jerry in here. He was the hard charger. Mr. Jerry Culver, you got a copy? Mr. Jerry Culver, you got a copy? All right, well, we're going to bring in a special guest real quick just to close this out. Mr. Robert Church, how are you, sir? Robert Church? All right, nobody's ready. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and revamp here and just talk it out. Mr. Bollinger, that was a phenomenal race. I had a blast. What are your takeaways from the race today?
Hard racing. Every driver was able to do it, but at the end, the smart drivers ended up winning it. But that's Daytona. You got to be smart. You got to be lucky. And Lady Luck came into play today, too. And there was a lot of carnage. What were your final thoughts before we wrap up tonight and send everyone home?
We appreciate everybody checking us out. It's a little different being behind the scenes. Normally, I'm one of the drivers out here, but I want to go ahead and thank the team for putting everything together. It was a lot of work behind the scenes to get everybody up and running. This is a new series for Chop Shop. This is a new endeavor for the broadcasting aspect of it. We appreciate everybody that was out here that's given us kudos in the chat. We appreciate that. We love that. Make sure that if you haven't done so already, you like and subscribe to Chop Shop at YouTube. And man, was that fun. I don't think I've ever had that much fun calling a race and just watching a race. It really made me want to be out there with the guys, but it was very reminiscent of some of the old school racing games that we used to play and back in the day in EA Sports and back in the console era prior to iRacing. At least that's what it was for me. So it brought me back to those days. I love the paint schemes. I love the authenticity of all the cars and everybody bringing it out there. Everybody did a phenomenal job. We appreciate everybody. Thank Chop Shop and the community. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this. And again, all of our fans and sponsors out there, everybody that helps us put this together, man, appreciate this. We're just going to keep growing, getting better. This 87 series is definitely one of the funner series that we're going to have. So if you guys are interested in running with us, feel free to come check us out. We're at discord.gg/Chop Shop Racing. Check us out on Facebook if you just search for Chop Shop. All the links are going to be in the tab on the YouTube tab. And if you guys have any questions or just want to come hang out, feel free to come on in. But thanks everybody that came here. John Hammond, especially big ups to him. He had to go to work. The man is so dedicated. He stayed up, and this guy's got to work in like 4 hours. So go to bed, John. You did a phenomenal job. We'll recoup later. Other than that, we thank everybody. Go ahead and close the show, Bollinger.
If I'm not mistaken, don't we have possibly a new Wednesday series coming up too?
There's always a bunch of things out in the works, but if anything comes out, we're definitely going to release it, and this will be probably the platform we do so. Don't forget the Chop Shop weekly podcast that releases every Monday. And then we have 3 or 4 other different revisions of it every single week. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you come on in and check us out. Mr. Bollinger is part of that, and he's producing that, and he puts a lot of effort and time into that. So we thank everybody that's out there. Big ups and shout-outs to everybody. Thank you very much again. And Bollinger, close us out, buddy.
From all of us at Chop Shop TV, I'm the Pastor Michael Bollinger, alongside Michael Striker Strickland and the weatherman John Hammond. Thank you so much for joining us at Daytona, the World Center of Racing. And we'll see you all next week at the Monster Mile, Dover, Delaware, where it's going to be crazy. But for now, till then, we'll see you in the next race when the green flag flies. Good night from Daytona.
Catch you later. Cuckoo!